I'm Mark Wilkinson and I've been the principal cornet player with Fodens for 32 and a half years. It's a position I'm extremely privileged to have held, and hopefully will hold it for a number of years to come. My greatest influence from a young age was, and still is Brian Taylor, who was principal cornet with Fairies, still plays with Fairies. I'm originally from Worsley in Manchester. Brian's from Tilsley, which is only 5-10 minutes away from where I used to live. I used to go down seeing Brian for lessons. Brian used to take me down to Fairies, and comparing Brian with myself, I think we've got a lot of similarities. Neither of us went to music college. We're more or less both self-taught. He's been at Fairies a long time. I've been at Fodens a long time, and I just think as a person, he's very down to earth. There's no airs and graces about him. He's a very, I think, probably traditional cornet player, and I think I've always sort of tried to mould myself on Brian's image. For me, there's probably 3 performances. Probably the highlight of my playing career was 2012 when the band won the double. Electra was the British Open test piece, and Daphne's and Chloe was the national test piece. For me, both those performances were fantastic, and it sort of cemented Fodens' place and I suppose my place in history. My first major contest with Fodens was 1992, which is when we won the Europeans, and that was Year of the Dragon. That's often talked about as probably one of the best band contest performances of all time. So very privileged to be part of all those 3 performances. My favourite solo, I would probably say, is Jubilance. It's, if anyone don't know it, it's an extended solo. It's not a concerto. It's about 9-10 minutes. I think it shows the performer often various styles. There's a lot of melodic playing, a lot of technical playing. There's a lot of high playing. It's a solo I've played a number of times with Fodens. I've recorded it. I enjoy listening to it, and for me, it's my complete solo. My advice to a young Mark would always be commitment. I think commitment is extremely important. I think there's far too many players nowadays who perhaps band hop or job hop. I think having some sort of consistency and sticking with bands through bad times. All bands go through bad times, as well as the good times, is extremely important. So I'd say loyalty and dedication would be what I would be telling a young Mark to always try and honour. Night owl, I don't like getting up in the mornings. Countryside, I used to live in the city and now live in the countryside, and I couldn't see me going back to the city. Neither. I didn't want a cat, so my wife bought 2, and I didn't want a dog, and she bought a dog. Royal Albert Hall, due to the prestige of the venue. Before I had children, it would be a vacation. Now the hassle of trying to get them to an airport and on a plane, it definitely would be a staycation. Always test piece. Always work hard, and once you've worked hard, you can then play hard.